So last night I was in a meeting and it went awry, and I have a history of not doing so well with frustration. And I got frustrated and almost lost my temper, almost had to leave the building to get some fresh air because I want more. I want something different. I don't want to not interested, shall I say, because when you say you don't want something, a lot of times you manifest it. You call it to you, right? And I'm not a therapist by any stretch of the imagination. I just know that it's true. I'm interested. I'm going to try to reframe my verbiage. I'm interested in developing more as a person. It is not just about, and I would be lying if I said it wasn't about, material possessions and homes and vehicles and more money and wealth and generational wealth. It has to be. It has to be. I'm an American. I'm a person, and I'm a Christian. And come on, I'm not here to suffer, and I'm not here to just exist. Bible says we are entitled to life, and life more abundantly. And whatever abundance is in your mind, be it right or wrong, that's abundance in your mind. I know what it is for me. But I digress. So just so frustrated. And I would ask you guys to forgive me, but I don't know if I have the wherewithal to do that because this is my truth. Frustrated with black women not allowing the one vocal black male in the whole group. There were others, but he was the most vocal and the youngest, might I add. Not allowing him to have his say, being so buzzword. Here we go, and I'm gonna say it. So aggressive, not even assertive, because there's a difference. Aggressive, and I don't like to use the word, but I'm gonna call a spade a spade. No pun intended, and no disrespect, but this is the truth. Hyper aggressive. He says something, it's his man mind. He's being logical. He's young. He's on fire. He has ideas. He wants to elevate the business. Here come these women. No, 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 no. It don't work like that. No, no, it don't work. Stop. Stop. So I finally said, stop. He is a man. Like, forget his race. Even forget his age. Let him speak. Let him speak. You are a woman. I'm a woman. I get it. I get where you're coming from. We're very, not all of us, a lot of us are very nurturing. That is our nature. But men are logical. They're not going to see it and describe it in lengthy terms and in as much detail. Not all men, because you can't put everybody in the same boat. But most men are not. Their brains don't work like that, just like ours don't work like theirs. Like, we're not just everything is logic. We're seeing other things. Right? Right. Short story short. It went on and it went on. And then when the aggressors left the room right before we went on break, we had to have the conversation. I said, hey, room full of people of color, all the white people left out. Black women can be too aggressive in their speech. I've had that problem in the past. Let these men fucking talk. And I know it comes from a place of anger. It might not be anger, another freaking buzzword, but I'm black. I'm going to say it. It comes from a place of anger. It comes from a place of passion. It comes from a place of hurt. And that loudness, it comes from a place of not feeling seen or heard. And like I said, I ain't no therapist, but I'm telling you from experience, because that used to be me. And I have to reel myself in when I find that that's me in present days. For lack of better terminology, it is what it is. Why do we have to be so loud and so and just attack when we feel like we can? And because some of this shit is not even warranted. The younger man, maybe half this woman's age, and he's very passionate, very expressive, and he's like a spurt in his portion of the field. Why are you attacking him? And then she tried to piece it up later because I know she heard us talking. She goes, "Are you a Gemini?" And he goes, "Yeah." And she goes, "Oh, I'm a Gemini too. What month?" So I don't know how this Gemini thing goes. I think it's May and June. I don't do all that astrological stuff. And she goes, "Oh, no, I can't fuck with you. You're one of those May ones." And he just looks. And then she walks out again, and we're just like, "Bruh, what you doing? Like, leave her where she is. You can't change nobody. Just stop. She's older than you. It's a game. She knows what she's doing." He goes, "Well, I don't think she's doing it intentionally to hurt me. She's not doing it to hurt you, but she's doing it to embarrass you." Brother, where's your pride? She's doing it to embarrass you because she knows she can. We don't need to feast on the weaknesses, the insecurities, the age, or the lack of knowledge of other people, ladies, even men. It's wrong. And I'm not the most empathetic person in the world. I'm over that. But right is right and wrong is wrong. After I calmed down, I came home, I showered, my usual shit, and I wanted to talk to you guys, but I didn't have the strength. I went live, but I laid the phone on the bed because I had nothing to say. I was floored. I stayed up till damn near 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was really hard for me to forgive myself because I haven't been in that space in so long. But sometimes I get to the point, it's not that I don't like black people or I don't like being black. It's just the embarrassment. It's the embarrassment of the behavior. When does it fucking end? And this woman was 50 years old. When does it end? You're supposed to be the example. We're not perfect, but we're supposed to be the example. Why are you shitting on this boy? This man, shall I say, because he's still a man, even though he's very young. Boy is just a term, but we shouldn't keep calling men boys, especially black men, because there's a whole lot of psychological shit that's associated with that, spiritually as well. But I digress. I had a hard time forgiving myself. I really did. I mean, I was so upset. I was just tapping my foot, just stomping my foot on the floor. And thank God not too many people noticed it because I would have felt embarrassed. But I was so pissed off. Let me end this by saying, please go get some help, black people. None of us are perfect. We have a lot of trauma that stems from slavery and probably before that. Please go get some help. Black women, if you don't feel heard, go get somebody to fucking listen to you. Non-judgmental, unbiased, where you can be unfiltered. Get all that shit off your chest. I can't speak to or for black men right now because I'm in my feminine energy as much as I can be. And this is what it looks like for me. It's not always soft and pink, but it is honest. If you made mistakes, and we all do, whether it was yesterday or today, forgive yourself and move forward. Learn from it. Sometimes you think you have something mastered, and then something comes back or something happens, and then you realize you don't have to start from square one again, but you have to work on yourself a little more. I date outside of my race, but there's a part of me that will always be, and it's probably from the grooming, protective of young black men, even against black women. And it may be because I was raised around a bunch of black men, some of them sorry as hell, some of them not. Maybe because I raised a black man, I have brothers, I have nephews. Let's cut the shit, ladies. Get off their ass, because they have trauma too. They make mistakes. Forgive them, but let them fucking talk. Peace.